The Reap, Part 3. The Fae realm did not obey mortal logic. Time bent gently there. Seasons coexisted side by side beneath impossible skies. Autumn leaves drifted through spring blossoms, while snowflakes melted into warm summer rain before touching the ground. Forests glowed with living color. Every branch shimmered with dewdrops hanging like lanterns from silver trees. Each drop carried a different hue: violet, gold, emerald, crimson. And inside every luminous sphere floated sleeping infant fairies. Growing, dreaming, waiting. One dewdrop loosened from a branch and fell. Splash. Liquid blue light burst softly across the roots below. From the glowing puddle emerged a tiny blue fairy no larger than a hand. Its translucent wings unfolded for the very first time, trembling uncertainly. The newborn stared upward in wonder. Several older fairies drifted down immediately, smiling gently. "There you are," one whispered. They took the newborn's tiny hands and guided it toward a sprawling nursery woven into the trunks of living trees. Peaceful laughter echoed through the forest. Then the pond began to glow. A brilliant white light spread across the water's surface. Several trolls lounging nearby groaned instantly. Oh no. One enormous troll leapt onto a rock beside the pond and bellowed across the realm, "Heaven incoming! Heaven incoming!" The surrounding fae erupted into annoyance. From the glowing pond, angels began rising upward one by one. Their white robes shimmered with celestial radiance as they emerged from beneath the water entirely dry. Wings unfolded elegantly before they lifted themselves into the air to make room for more arrivals. Nearby, a squat green troll sat atop a mushroom stump before an audience of 12 laughing fairies. The troll immediately began mocking them. It puffed out its chest dramatically, raised imaginary wings, then spoke in an exaggerated angelic tone, "Behold, mortals, obey me or perish." The audience burst into laughter. One angel glanced sideways, visibly irritated. The troll noticed instantly. Its face transformed into an absurd imitation of offended outrage. Eyes widened ridiculously. Mouth dropped open. It copied the angel's expression with theatrical precision, while the surrounding fae laughed harder. More angels emerged from the pond. The irritated angel's patience snapped. "Mock me again," she screamed, "and I shall hunt your entire bloodline and eradicate them from this realm." Silence struck instantly. The troll's grin vanished. Several smaller fairies backed away nervously. Then another fairy arrived swiftly through the air. Elegant, sharp-eyed, wearing layered flower petal robes. "Run along, children," she said calmly. The younger fae scattered immediately, and the fairy turned toward the angel. "I'm sure," she said evenly, "you didn't come here to start a war." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "And even less threaten children." The angel stiffened. Tension thickened the air. "My name is Felicia," the fairy continued. She crossed her arms. "Now then, let me guess." A tired sigh escaped her. "Another human died, demanding all 17 of their dogs, birds, cats, and fish accompany them into the afterlife?" She held out her hand. "Give me the forms." Several angels exchanged awkward glances. "That is not why we are here," Seraphiel answered. "We request audience with the Fae Council." Felicia's expression darkened immediately. "Of course you do." The council chambers rested inside a hollow mountain covered in glowing ivy and waterfalls flowing upward toward the ceiling. Representatives from countless fae species sat around a circular table grown from living roots. Dryads, pixies, forest giants, trolls, river spirits, beastkin. At the far end sat the head counselor, an ancient fae woman with bark-like skin and antlers woven with flowers. Beside her sat a massive troll polishing a tiny golden music box. The moment the angels entered, the troll spoke without looking up. "Did you come here to threaten more children?" The angel who had threatened the young troll stiffened immediately. The troll counselor finally looked up. "That was my son." Silence. Seraphiel stepped forward carefully. "We did not come seeking conflict. Yet conflict follows heaven everywhere lately," murmured a dryad. The council watched the angels coldly. Seraphiel inhaled slowly. "It concerns the reapers." The room became quieter. Even the waterfalls slowed. "We require assistance." A river spirit leaned forward. "You? Asking for help?" Seraphiel ignored the tone. "The Draugr." Several council members immediately tensed. "We wish to commission them." Gasps spread around the chamber. "And eventually," Seraphiel continued, "grant them authority over soul reaping itself." Chaos erupted instantly. "No. Absolutely not. Are you insane?" The head counselor slammed her staff against the floor. Silence returned sharply. Her expression had hardened completely. The Draugr were imprisoned millennia ago for a reason. Another council member spoke next. They are erratic, adaptive, another added nervously, self-motivated, and hissed a third. And their birth rate surpasses every known mythical species, said the troll counselor darkly. The head counselor looked directly at Seraphiel. All races work together to contain them. Her voice lowered. If not for the Gorgons, we would have lost this planet. The chamber darkened slightly at the mention. A pixie whispered uneasily, "The Gorgons." The head counselor nodded grimly. "Without them, we stand at a disadvantage." Her eyes narrowed. "And no, we are not freeing or trusting the Gorgons again." Every council member nodded in immediate agreement. An angel stepped forward angrily. "All beings are bound to serve heaven." The atmosphere changed instantly. The room became cold. Very cold. The Fae stood slowly from their seats. Magic thickened in the air like invisible thorns pressing against flesh. The head counselor stared at the angels with quiet menace. "We are not bound to you." Several Fae eyes began glowing softly. "You gaslighted us into servitude for millennia." Roots beneath the chamber floor twisted violently. The lights dimmed. Then, the walls darkened completely. Shadows spread upward across the stone. And from those shadows, reapers emerged silently, one by one, passing directly through the walls. Tall figures in black robes now stood behind every Fae council member, watching, waiting. The angels instinctively reached for their weapons. The head counselor raised a glowing signal into the air. Its symbols rotated slowly above her palm. "Angels," she said calmly, "you are no longer permitted within the feast realm." Darkness swallowed the chamber instantly. The angels reappeared inside a cold forest. Dead trees surrounded them. No glowing lights, no magical rivers, only silence. Then faint laughter echoed through the woods. Mocking. Distant. Invisible. Troll voices imitated the angels somewhere beyond sight. Fae giggled from unseen branches. The angels searched frantically, but found nothing. They had been expelled completely from the realm while its inhabitants still watched them. Humiliated. After hours wandering through the forest, they discovered a shrine hidden beneath overgrown roots. Ancient, broken, dedicated to another forgotten god. Statues covered in moss lined the crumbling structure. Texts and books rested inside rotted shelves. One angel examined the altar. "There's enough residual power here to open a portal back to heaven." The others immediately began setting camp. Another angel picked up one of the old statues with visible disgust. "Remove these idols." The shrine was slowly dismantled. Ancient books were tossed outside into the mud. Stone faces of forgotten gods shattered against trees. Celestial symbols were carved over old engravings. Religious artifacts replaced older relics, piece by piece. By nightfall, the old shrine barely resembled itself anymore. The angels worked beneath cold moonlight while somewhere deep in the forest, unseen Fae laughed quietly among the trees. And hidden far beyond them, the reapers watched it. The Reap.